that's some catchy music you got there. Although it is a little bit loud.
What?
Yeah, press this button. Pause.
Hey, what are you doing?
Pause.
What are you doing? You just made me die!
Yeah, it's fine. Your pause. What's up with the headband and all these guns and stuff?
It's Contra. You gotta celebrate. Contra. It's the new Contra. Remember Contra Rebirth? Contra Rebirth, locked and loaded. You ready?
Yeah, I remember this gun from the game, from the dollar store. And the sniper rifle. When do you use a sniper rifle? You remember the sniper rifle scene in Contra? Yeah, that was epic. Yeah. Nice.
Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. Are you ready to play or not? Do you want to play the game? Put your headband on. Huh? You want to play this game or not?
I'll play the game, but I'm not putting on a headband or wearing, using these fucked up little toy guns. Let's play.
Locked and loaded.
Alright, Contra Rebirth for Wiiware.
So the first thing you notice is if you start playing the game without going to your options right away, is that your control scheme is defaulted to 2 buttons. Jump and attack. Whereas the real control scheme, there's 4 buttons. You're going to want to change your weapon because there's 2 secondary, there's 1 fire and there's secondary fire. And then there's also fix, which means if you're going to be able to run and gun at the same time. So you're going to want to turn those on, you're going to want to default them. Oh, look at this!
Change it from Japanese to English for that one character. But I mean, his name is Japanese, so we'll give them that. Well, as you can see in this level, this is put on hard mode. Look at how much shit is going on. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like, you can't even see bullets coming. Like, you just got killed twice in about the period of 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to notice even your friendly fire, right? Because you don't know if it's an enemy fire or not.
Wow, that boss was easy, or that sub-boss was easy. Look, he's almost dead, and now he is. Alright, so here we got is the centipede, or the millipede, or whatever the fuck it is, some flying creature in the first boss. It's sort of creative. You got these little block steps that you can jump on and shoot off of it. I mean, it's an alright boss. It's nothing special.
What you gotta do is you just gotta mainly try to blow his head off there to get him, you know. So.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. It's not too hard.
So level 2 here is a complete rehash of Contra 3: The Alien Wars first level. As you see here, we got the wall that comes up, the classic wall, and listen to the music. It's the same track from Contra 3. Look at the background. This level looks exactly like Contra 3 from the Alien Wars.
Well, it doesn't look exactly like it.
No, it does. It looks exactly. Look at this. This is another rip-off from Contra 3. This is the part in level 3 when they're going up the wall. This is an exact rehash again.
Well, it's similar, but it's not the exact same. But
the whole concept's pretty much the same.
It's nostalgia. People want to see something similar.
I mean, get a new game. Get a new idea.
Well, I mean, it's Contra. It's not a new
And here's
idea.
the boss that's just a rip-off from a Contra Hardcore guy. This is an enemy from the Sega Genesis version of Contra Hardcore.
If it worked in that game, it should work in this one. Alright, so this is another piss-off you have about the game.
Not really.
Well, don't you have a piss-off about the, what are they called? Shardukans?
Well, the difficulty is, I mean, this is kind of hard right now. That's on normal. Then check this screen out right here. This is hard. This is hard. Look at that. How are you going to dodge that?
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Look at that. That's more ridiculous than the other thing.
Alright, so now here's my piss-off of it. So you're jumping these camels, and you're jumping from one to another, and you know what? It's just, it seemed pretty difficult enough, even making that jump. See, I just missed it right there. Now I get off, and then I respawn. Oh, look, I respawned right onto the ground. Oh, God. All right.
So, okay, here's a level 3 boss, and I think this is the hardest boss of the whole game. This guy gave us a little bit of difficulty. This is probably a challenging boss.
Yeah, he is a challenging boss, and, I mean, we just killed him right there, but we didn't show the hard fought.
Well, compared to the other bosses in the game, I think that one gave us the most trouble.
Yeah, it was. We were playing it for at least 3-4 tries before we actually beat it. At least. Well, now here's something that's new. You ever seen this level before?
Well, not since Battletoads.
Yeah, exactly. And you even got the little. I guess this is sort of something from the same level. But the first part there, you're going downhill, and you're sort of you're going down this cliff or whatever the hell it is, and just free falling. I mean, it's awesome. I like that. Except for the point where you were gonna get like hit with lasers and you didn't know what the fuck to do. This part is a little boring. Oh, look!
Oh, look at this!
It's a Mayan lion.
What's up with these Mayan Aztec bosses here?
Yeah, there has to be like some story behind it. I mean, I understand it's 2633, but
oh, what's the? Oh, not again! Doesn't this piss you off? Look at that! It's the last level. It's the alien base, and guess what? Oh my God! It's the heart! Wow, how creative! Yeah. The heart is in every single Contra level. Ugh, doesn't that piss you off?
No, not really. I mean, if it worked in the other ones, why not put it in this one too?
But it's just a complete rehash of all the other end games levels. It's like the alien hive, and you got like your heart. Oh, look who you have here. You got the burrowing guy from Contra 3, that guy that comes out of the ground, the big elephant creature crab. I don't know what the hell it is, but look at this. This whole level is just a rip-off of Contra 3 The Alien Wars. And look at that. There's a red falcon rip-off right there. There's a red falcon all the enemies are the same in this game.
Well, I mean, if you like something, and if it's good from a series like TMNT, you obviously want something like Shredder, and then obviously this, you want similar things. So here's something brand new.
Yeah, if you want to call a ball of goo something
it's not
new.
Even a ball of goo. It's like a robot thing that shoots things. It's like something from like some sci-fi movie. I mean, it's a creative level. It's
okay, I'll give you this. I do like the fact that the level switches like that, right? How it kind of goes to this anti-gravity form,
yeah,
and then it just kind of switches to the side, and then you'll see it again switch again to the top in a second. I think that's really cool. I thought that was pretty creative.
And I think it also teaches a lesson about recycling, because look at all that waste there. That's ridiculous. You gotta recycle, kids. There you go. Oh, look, I like this part. So it kind of switches up. You think it's gonna go to another one, and then it goes to the same one again. It's sort of like a trick thing. I like it. It's a creative boss.
Alright, well, there's not too much more to say about the game, other than the fact that there are a couple difficulty levels. If you beat it on hard, you unlock Nightmare Mode. It's really hard. I have beat it on hard. Nightmare Mode is just a disaster. And you can unlock a couple characters as well when you beat the game on certain difficulty levels. Like this guy, for instance, is what you can unlock. Here's a character you can unlock. So this is a lizard guy. Alright, so Contra Rebirth, the final verdict. So after playing the game, I'd like to say that I do appreciate Konami going back and reinventing their franchise, taking it back to the old school style where you do 2D run and gun. I really like the 2D style of gaming here, because as we all know as gamers, and if you are familiar with the Contra series, they have a lot of shit games in the past, like Contra Legacy of War. But that's a whole different story. We'll leave that for the angry video game nerd. I'd also like to say that there wasn't good variety in the game. I didn't like the fact that the enemies are reoccurring since the beginning of the franchise. We have the wall that comes up again, and the red falcon look-alike at the end, and then your traditional heart beating at the end of the game. So another bad point that I don't really like. So the game was also a little bit too easy. They gave you no difficulty. There's too many continues. If they just gave you a set stock of continues, it would have been a little bit more challenging and maybe a little bit more replay value, because there is nothing even to unlock other than a couple characters. If you beat it on the hardest difficulty, that's it. You just get bragging rights for beating on the hardest difficulty. That's my opinion in a nutshell.
So positive.
You better believe it.
Well,
so what about you?
I actually liked the game.
Oh?
Yeah, I did.
You liked the game?
I liked the game, yeah. I thought it was good, except for the respawn.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying
is this my scene or is it your scene? You already had your time talking.
Okay.
All right. So the one problem I did have, or one of the few problems I did have, was the respawning issue, like I mentioned earlier. That was a pain in the ass. Second would be that the levels were a little bit short, even for a Contra game. I mean, some of them seemed like they ended before they even started. That's what I felt about it. Oh, positive. The music was good, even though...
Well, the music was just remixed tracks.
Yeah, but it was still good. I mean, it wasn't like reshell crap. That was awful. That was one of the worst soundtracks ever. Oh, God, that's giving me nightmares still. Oh, speaking of nightmares, the difficulty mode as well. Like, I kind of imagine playing it with 2 players on nightmare mode, especially when we played it in hard mode. You remember all that shit flying everywhere.
Yeah, we didn't even get past the first level.
That was awful. That was absolutely awful, because there was so much smoke, and there was all these bullets and shit, and then your bullets as well. Everything was getting clouded up. Oh, man. Other than that, it was a quality game. It was short, but it was sweet. It was good. It reminded me of the past, playing 16-bit games.
It doesn't really have a lot of replay value when you think about it.
Yeah, it doesn't, and that's also because of the achievements. The achievements
and the
aren't
fact
there.
that there's no
online play and no anything there. But it is what it is. It's a short little game. It was $10, and I mean, it was good for what it was.
Okay, so how many machine guns did you give it?
I think I would give it 3.5 spreaders out of 5.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 2 machine guns out of 5.
2?
I always considered 1.
1?
Because I'm never gonna play that game again, I bet. When you leave, I'm probably gonna play it again, but I don't think I'm ever gonna play it
It's
again.
not the same thing about Reshell. You play it all the time still.
I stopped playing
You
Reshell.
finally stopped playing after like a month.
Yeah, considering I was the one that gave it a lower rating than you on that one.
Well, I'm not. Well, I'll probably never play this game for another 6 months anyways, but it's still good. That was a crap take.